I have a feeling that when she unveils her puppies to the world, she's going to suddenly become world famous. I'm not quite sure how it's going to happen, but I have a feeling that she's planning something.
Yeah. What are you planning, darling? What are you planning?
The eco-warriors in Britain are organising our Noah's Ark campaign, which is a massive worldwide publicity campaign to stop global warming and save the human race from being driven to extinction this century as a result of the burning of fossil fuels. We are friends of the Pacific warriors who are fighting to save their island nations in the South Pacific from vanishing beneath the rising sea levels as global warming floods their world. The eco-warriors' modern-day version of Noah's Ark will be the travelling school for eco-warriors, publishing and broadcasting the truth about the danger of global warming, which threatens to wipe out all life on Earth, including the human race. The burning of fossil fuels is causing climate change, and the Earth's temperatures are increasing, melting the polar ice caps and raising the sea levels, threatening worldwide flooding, which will kill billions of people, according to United Nations scientists. The melting methane hydrate gas in the polar regions threatens an ecological cataclysm that will make the Earth completely uninhabitable within 20 years, and humanity is facing extinction. The eco-warriors are attempting to change the future and ensure the survival of future generations by offering our solutions to the global environmental crisis. The only possible answer to stop global warming will be for the whole world to stop the burning of fossil fuels and to close down the fossil fuel industries, which are causing global warming and climate change. To help stop the imminent genocide of humanity that is being caused by the capitalist Bilderberg group of banks, corporations and governments that are destroying the planet and wiping out all life on Earth, the eco-warriors are offering the people of the world our reality TV show for the children, which is entitled Can You Save the Human Race?
Because the guy wanted to come down for the meeting and get involved.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, we're here now.
Yeah, you can, can't you?
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Good. What difference?
A lot of things made for. Thank you. Thank you, sis. Thank you for the
Even
kids.
on a hot day, it's freezing up there. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like a micro climate up there.
The future of the campaign.
Yes.
Yeah. What's on the agenda?
Future of the campaign.
All right, yes.
Others were speaking about the optional direct actions. As I feel, my opinion about it, the court case is just part of the campaign. Even if we lose, even if we win, it's not finish of the campaign. That's why we build the other camp, because no one has right to evict the front camp. And anyway, both of camp, two different way has to be uncomfortable for the corporation to damaging them on money or prestige and on time. The back camp, to keep it, to don't let them to work, make it uncomfortable. The front camp has to be active and attractive. It's a very uncomfortable camp for living, of course. About the activity of the front camp, a very important potential resource, the electricity. If we have electricity, we will get a lot of political activists. because the political activists always has to communicate. They need as the water for the living body. We need electricity. This is the secondary. We are playing with this word occupation. Of course, sooner or later we should occupy this space.
You
if
mean
everyone,
the entire site?
Yeah.
yes, even if for just 2 hours, but let it make for a so noisy 2 hours. All of the potential customers of the bloody corporation, let's get the news about it and hear about it's dodgy. LNQ, I heard no.
Yeah.
And I don't mind to go in and maybe arrested for the next morning as the too drunken fellow. You know, if the community as well want to take part of it. And I thought because we are trespassing anyway. That's why, and we made some. Sorry, I finished just information. We made some próbatámadás. You know,
we went
forced
in for
discovering
1 or 2 hours from the front.
2 times, 3 times go into, and they cannot defending, and they knows it. And the police knows as well. The police knows we are trespassing always. The question when we say is we are trespassing and staying. And when, maybe by the help of the local people, one of the security just says, all right, I go out. I go out because I get money, because someone will speak with me. I don't know why, but if they go out, the security, when we are in, we occupy the whole space. It's a new situation. Let's continue. Thank you. I finished.
No, we will get to that with the direct action points because we have a few ideas for actions. But
Now, as a local, the thing that's sort of giving me a bit of anxiety is that several of you are going back to Magyar, Hungary.
Yes.
Now, how are we going to get more activists here to take your place? I think that's quite important because it's all very well having 2 camps, but if there's only, say, 2 or 3 activists here,
the more activities are going on here, the more activists will attract. Like the 2 activists. Whenever we have a little bit of something happened, they came. So they usually go where there's action.
right. So you think you can probably recruit enough people
Yeah.
for when you...
Direct is possible.
So not only, you know, quite typical activists might come and live on the camp. In fact, anyone who likes living in a tent, and you know, people pay a lot of money to go live in tents all summer, may come. So don't think so much just narrowly in terms of, you know, people who usually do this sort of thing. There are plenty of people out there, you might even know them, they might be, you know, sons and daughters of your friends who would be well up for coming and staying for a couple of weeks or even the whole summer. Spread the idea far and wide. I mean, it's pretty fun, you know, there are fun days. Yeah, sure. And, you know, assure that those people will be given a lot of encouragement, you know, and that their time here will be, you know, a exciting experience that they can be proud of, you know. So there are many different groups of people who might come and live on camp. We've been contacting using the couch surfing thing to see if there's anyone who wants to come and stay for a little bit.
We have like 5 people already.
5 people already who want to come. They'll probably be short-termers, but if just one person's like, well, I might stay for a few months, then the camp is continuing. You know.
These people have no plans usually, no long-term plans. They're traveling.
But also, if there is very low numbers when a few of us go, then what might be required is like people in the neighbourhood to spend more time on the camps, come down and you know, like you know, wait half a day there and do a rota system, or just, you know, come and give as much encouragement as possible to the people who are staying on camp. You know, it will require maybe just people to up their involvement a little bit.
On the other side, I'm absolutely agree with your concern. we are going maybe 4 weeks. This crew has 4 weeks to give for this issue. If within this 4 weeks we radicalizing the situation, of course peacefully, it's not gonna be any more question how many people comes, because you know that's why for me important. Are we want to stop the work by our power and by our feel of right? Sorry, sense of right.
Moral high
Yes, moral integrity, or not, or we just wouldn't like. This is the difference between the uprising and the revolution, even in global, even in small scale. If the situation became radicalized, more people will speaking about and the people will come.
So we've got a few weeks to get more residents and more activists involved in this.
Yes. If
So,
if someone wouldn't like to take care in direct action, let's play the role to raise the awareness locally as if he or she would be in the front line.
because what Mortica is saying, they leave.
No.
You know, we've got to get them to the idea that we're in here now.
It's staying. We're
Who
staying.
comes and goes
Yeah.
doesn't matter. We're here and it's stopped.
Yeah.
You've stopped, basically. So whether it's residents or activists,
And
well,
it's
we're all,
immediately
it's the same thing. It's all
it
part of the
became-
same, you know.
They have to
Yes.
stop something, and the
Yeah.
police cannot help
Yeah.
on them. And if we stop their work for 2 weeks,
Maybe it's fantastic.
Till the
because-
cost anyway, at least.
the festival is just techniques. I agree that later. But we can stop them
That's in a few
2 weeks
anyway.
before the court case. They cannot wait for 2 weeks, and maybe they make a mistake. So if they don't do anything, they become impotent. If they do anything and make a mistake, as sometimes they do it.
Yes, we know they do, don't they? Yeah.
Political activists down. I think that's definitely linked to getting electricity, just to help you have a bigger presence, make it a place people will actually hop on the tube and come and check it
You
out.
know,
Electricity means that we have an office.
Yes.
It's like it's a good idea to after every agenda point people discuss
No,
a
because
little bit
people
and
lose.
then
all right, we are after the discuss time. All right, continue.
okay, next.
Next.
I would like say something. If we are organized like every week, like minimum 1 or 2 workshop, it's bring the people very quickly, definitely. Just thinking about what we can do. I was at the Green Generation, like take together the rubbish and stuff. We can do cleaning stuff. We have enough people who speak enough language. We can make the language workshop, and we can more organize workshop. What we can manage it definitely. Let's speak about the next program. I think.
I can do head massage.
Head massage, yeah. We can make a massage workshop. Definitely, I also
When?
make massage. I don't know. Like, and we write out the Facebook today. Dani csinálna egy-két képet, amikor beszél.
No, it's not before.
Na így akkor inkább add össze.
Festival thingy, and he's got a mobile sound system, like it comes along with the van. So we could have a little party event.
You know, it's the solstice next weekend.
Is it next weekend? I thought it was 23rd of June.
No, it's
23rd,
later, isn't it?
23rd, yeah.
Yeah, it's the third weekend, I think.
All right. I have an offer. I have an offer. I'm a political theater writer and director, by the way, and I would say, and if we have 2 weeks, more or less, to make an action, for example, as a workshop, let's every Sunday from 3 o'clock theater rehearsal, for reading theater. It's a political play. What we just reading theater for happening. I can suggest, or you can suggest, last Sunday, 3 o'clock, every Sunday, 3 o'clock, let's sit down and make some political theater, to demonstration, to direct action, to festival, others. This is my offer.
Yeah, there's a singer-songwriter lady who's trying to write a Cat Hill song. So if we could put together a choir, some kind of a scene when the cars are coming by, that'd be nice. We can even slow down the traffic with the duck sign that Mordecai and Janice put out there. There's ducks crossing the road sometimes. So slow down, ducks crossing, they do slow down. So then we have to entertain them and give some information through.
You know what the police would say if we could put music up there? Nothing. If it's, because I know we can do that.
Yes.
As long as it doesn't. Yeah, they would say, yeah.
You know, I'm just saying, they might cut. You're on the streets, basically. You know, what you do.
I don't think so. On Thursday, she was playing really loud music, like sounded like the stuff that they play
down in the camp?
No, just somewhere around here. I think they had a big party and it played until quite late, and it was loud. So I don't think the noise would be an issue.
You could have the party.
I don't know, at 3-4 p.m. when it's sun, it's coming out, and we can bring some beer and juice.
Make sure the weather's good next week.
Oh,
I'll put in an order.
Okay, move on to the next one, maybe.
Upcoming direct action. We got here. Petra, I think this is your idea.
what?
Upcoming direct action.
No, there's a couple of them. One would be a protest at L&Q headquarters, which means that we need to get the tenants who are up in arms against
When?
L&Q. 19th.
19th. At 19th we have an action. If
On
we,
the
we
19th?
have.
What day of the week is it?
Was
Not sure. Come near on the L&Q side because they didn't do the legal stuff too well. But if we get those people together and organize a march or some kind of a flash mob in front of them and expose everything we've got, that's a direct hit centrally on their trust or whatever it is. And the other one, I think Kim told me yesterday, or she sent me a message that in 2 weeks we have to advertise and organize a festival in there. So it means that I think her husband is coming onto this side with a strange revolutionary turn, and which means that we have to occupy and immediately set up a whole festival thingy that can't be evicted and that attracts as many people as possible. So then we need bands, we need whatever the profile will be, maybe fire jugglers and anything that looks good, like a festival atmosphere. And we kind of promised an eco-warrior school / festival, so it has to be full of workshops and skill shares and this and that.
and theater.
And theater. So
If we make it.
that's the main objective now. So give them a direct hit and take over and start the festival that we promised. And after that it should stay on its feet when we're gone, in theory.
What space will you use?
Well, the whole thing, we're waiting for them to
We will
level
be
it.
creative.
And I think in 2 weeks they will level the whole site.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then we can take over. But yeah, we will
What
need
buildings
lots of
are?
help from the grannies to get the security out. I think Kim was working on some of the security.
Get them
Well,
out.
Yeah, but most of them are fine except for one who caused a lot of trouble. But when he's not in, yeah,
The two manager, the two capo,
yeah.
as it usual. But the others not so motivated.
Well, they kind of like us, so they will find a way to. Okay, I popped up for some milk and then decided to occupy it. So that's the main actions that we're trying to prepare.
Doesn't have to be that date, but so we've got
She
something.
said 2 weeks from now, so.
Full moon. It's a good night.
Full moon?
I want to talk about what they have for breakfast.
This is on Facebook. To break into the national news, so the L&Q protest would be enough, because it's enough people, enough issues. They're corrupted, they're bad, blah blah. and it's a housing issue and also an environmental issue. And if we manage to launch a festival that we can all pump out on the social media and also call all the news, that would travel around the world. So that would be known as a special festival because it's a protest festival. That would make it more appealing to people to come to this festival because one, it's free, two, it's a protest, it's revolution. It's not just conform bands and you have to pay for it, and you're not just a consumer here.
Have you thought of...
That was the Green Party newsletter. We've been given the opportunity to write an article requested by the Green Party, and just Jeff suggested we put a shout out, see what people think should be included in this newsletter. Maybe talk about how we feel about the Green Party in general.
Try and put a word out.
This is what we need if we want to do article in the Green Party, worldwide media, others. What are you thinking about if every Wednesday, for example, so a weekday after work, in good time, 8 o'clock, when everyone finish the work and comes, let's make a media working group and let's work together to make articles and work, you know, not just speak about it. So, are you happy with this idea?
Take up the hand if yes.
All right. Next question. Who would like to sacrifice 2 hours per week for the next 4 weeks and later to every week? Who want to take part of this working group?
I would like.
1, 2, 3, Don?
Yeah. Until I go.
Yes. All right. Which day would be the best?
Fine.
Wednesday?
It was just an improvisation.
Wednesday evening.
Wednesday evening. When do you finish your work?
Wednesdays I finish about 4, so yeah.
Could we put this day somewhere to electricity? Because you definitely cannot make journalists work without electricity.
That's the problem.
The distraction they've done of all the trees, the newts, the ponds, the chemicals in the ponds, and well, it's unbelievable. They've knocked down oak trees, which they weren't supposed to, and it's always been, it was an accident. And this is what's been going on for them.
Is that the actual quote? Is that what they said? That it was an accident?
Yeah, they always say it's an accident when they bulldoze something down. I think it was the tree, wasn't it, Nick? The tree?
400-year-old oak tree.
4-year-old, 400. It was an accident. I've seen them. Well, we've all seen them, not just me, hosing out the bats out of the caretaker's house. Okay. And they said there was no bats in the house, but there was always known bats to be in the caretaker's house.
And then they've been seen.
They water hosed it, yep. And when Kim is the one leading the protest, well, the residents' protest anyway. When we asked to see the bat licence, they refused to show it to us.
Okay.
And that was the site manager. Stephen Pinner, Mr. Angry. Yeah. So, sorry.
That's brilliant. I'm loving that.
Have to name him and shame him.
May I ask you for your name?
I'm God. Well, Janice. It's Janice. Janice. Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think
Sure. I'll interview with 3 people now. Is there anything you would like to say? Anything that we don't know?
Can I knock on Michael's door? Michael's quite good for talking. Shall I get him out of last?
This is really not quick.
Hang on a minute. Because he's one of our protesters as well.
Been intending to. If it does go ahead, what's your plan then? If you fail in the near future to save what you're trying to save there, what's left? What's left? That's it.
Well, the thing is, direct action. In the 90s, we won one campaign, one protest out of 10. but we beat them in the end. We stopped the roads programme and we got rid of the Thatcher government and we got rid of John Major's government, so we did beat them. In this case, there's a court case coming which we think we will win.
Okay.
We're also planning to occupy the whole site, which will stop them from doing anything. And as far as we're concerned, as far as the activists are concerned, we intend to stop them from working and possibly bankrupt this company. There's claims for compensation, there's claims for costs, expenses, God knows what else. We are trying to ruin them financially on legal grounds. We are basically, as I say, we will occupy the entire site and we will stop them from working. Everything we're doing is legal. It's based on the necessity. There's various legal grounds for doing what we're doing, including the fact that the land doesn't belong to them, what they're doing is illegal, there's corruption involved. So it's a long way to go before it's all over. It could take years and years and years. And this company is not likely to survive that long. We are likely to bring it to its knees, and we have accused them of committing crimes, very serious crimes, and it's quite possible that they will be arrested and they will be charged, and possibly some of them could be put in prison, and that's going to stop them completely. You know, I mean, we don't give up, and as I say, in the 90s we did bankrupt the contractors who were building the roads, which is why they couldn't build any roads anymore, and nobody would touch a roads contract, because they couldn't get insurance. The government wouldn't underwrite the building of the roads, and so any companies that could have done it didn't do it. It was costing them up to 20 million, sometimes more than that, just to evacuate a tunnel. If you remember Swampy, for instance, we were digging tunnels, we were building tree houses, but the tunnels cost millions and millions and millions to dig out. So when you're saying what can we do to stop them, I'm trying to explain what we are doing and what we will do if we have to, but we actually think we've got them beaten on the court case.
Okay. Cool.
Is that, are they willing to do anything about it?
Well, they deny it every time. They deny what they've done. I mean,
surely
every
if
single
everyone's
breach they've done, they've denied. And, you know, we've been in touch with Nature England, the environmental, and somehow or other, they've got away with it. So what else can we do?
You can deny the bats, but if the tree was there for 400 years and it vanished,
Yeah.
surely
Well,
you can't
this
deny
is why
that.
the guys are on their site protecting what's there now.
Whatever's left.
But yeah, because they've knocked down so many. I mean, we back onto the site and so many trees have gone. And Michael, who's coming, he's actually garden backs onto it. Here he comes. So Michael's another resident who also is a protester, and he's going to take over from me.
Hello.
Hi. Right,
Hi.
Michael, what do you...
Hi.
Hello. So, what do you want to talk about then?
Have you got anything to say about the Cat Hill site? How it's progressing? What
Yes,
your
indeed, I
part is?
have. It's been bad from the very beginning. Even before any of the work, there was no proper tendering process. There was no proper consultation with residents at all. The company that own it, L&Q, they totally disregard the feelings or concerns of residents, despite what they said to the contrary in their newsletters. They're arrogant, they're aggressive, they don't care about the trees or the wildlife. They just bulldoze down as much as they possibly can. And we're very grateful that our friends from Occupy Barnet have come and are camping down at the bottom there, and they have a camp up by the main entrance, and we're hoping that we can't stop the destruction that's taken place already, but we hope we can stop any more destruction taking place. There's a covenant on this land for it to be used for educational purposes in perpetuity, and we're hoping that's ultimately will happen, and they won't build the estate and they won't destroy any more of the trees and the ecosystem over there.
What's your part in this, if I may ask?
Yes, indeed. Well, I'm a local resident. Obviously, I'm very concerned. But I've been involved with the Cat Hill campaign and protest really from the beginning, when we were first shown the plans of what they were going to do there. I've been involved with the various protests since the beginning of February. I've helped out. That's when the demolition works began, and I've been up on the blockade on and off since early February. And you know, we try and help the professional protesters, as I might call them.
We blockaded a lot of lorries as well.
Yes, lots of lorries were stopped from going into the site.
How about when they threw I was actually assaulted by one of the drivers who threw one of the chairs and the placards at me.
Yes.
And I reported it to the police, but because I can't recognise the lorry driver, they didn't take it any further.
This is all part of the intimidation by L&Q. I was nearly knocked down. One of the Occupy Barnet people was assaulted by the site manager. In fact, the site manager was the one that tried to run me down as well.
Same man, Steve Pinner.
So
when you say run you down, do you mean a car?
Mr. Angry.
A car,
yeah.
yes. I was standing and he was driving right at me. If I hadn't jumped out of the way, he'd have hit me. And one of the protesters was actually assaulted with, I think it was a spanner, a screwdriver. Yeah.
Okay.
Stabbed him in the finger with a screwdriver.
See the blood, you could see
yeah,
it
he
all
ran
there
into my
afterwards.
house.
So they intimidate, they're aggressive, as I said before, and they've got no concern for the natural wildlife, the natural habitats of this area. This site is part of the Enfield Chase, which was an ancient forest. Queen Elizabeth I hunted there. I mean, that's how old it is. And you know, together with our friends from Occupy Barnet, we're trying to save whatever we can, and to, you know, if anything does get developed there, we want it to be for educational uses and purposes.
No one objects to a school being there. We need schools around here because there's not enough school places as it is.
And this new development takes no account of the fact that there isn't the infrastructure to support another 1,000 people in a small space, and lack of enough doctors, surgeries, all sorts of medical care, the impact on the traffic of the area, and certainly, as Janice said, the fact that there's already a shortage of schools in the borough of Enfield. Of course, one of the problems is, the anomaly is that we're standing now in Barnet.
Well, Barnet's situated.
The whole development is in Enfield because the border runs.
Yeah, so
The border runs down the back of our garage, our gardens. So the other side of our garden fence is Enfield. We're actually in Barnet, so that's been a problem really since the project began. Yeah.
Are you intending to take part in the festival that is being planned?
Oh yes, indeed. Yes, hope to take part in the festival when it comes. We hope that'll bring a lot more people and a lot more publicity as well to, you know, the
more the merrier.
protest.
We need plenty and plenty of people to come and support our festival. The more the merrier.
Was there any interest from national papers or just local papers?
Local so far, although we did have a visit from the London Live, the new television channel, but we haven't had national papers or TV down yet. But obviously, if we have the festival, there's probably more possibility that we will get that. Yeah,
we need to spread the word.
Yep.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank
May
you.
I take a photo of you together?
Yes, certainly.
I would have put my makeup on.
What are you doing?
I'm taking his picture.
Oh,
No.
Put it down. No. Put it down.
Put it down, Nick.
Why?
Just
Nick,
for one
put
moment.
It down.
If it's your character, you can hold your camera.
It is actually, yeah.
That's what I look like normally.
So you're both from the Czech Republic?
The ladies from Poland. The
Oh,
ladies
right,
from
no,
Poland,
right.
yeah.
And my great uncle lived in Brno, or Brunn,
Oh yeah, Brennan, yeah.
which I think is the second city, isn't it?
It's the second biggest city.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
it's
this is.
about
I mean,
1.5.
this is a long.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
You waved.
Is that it?
Yeah, you waved. Yeah, very unpleasant. right up by that grill there in the crowd.
Let me in.
Wait for me anyway. I think it's Joe.
I don't know if it was Joe.
Give me a chance to give a few English lessons to Petra and Mordecai by any chance. Watch out.
Yes.
I just realised it could be more of a mutual aid, skill share type something because it's nice what Petra wants, but who is the audience? What the hell was the aim? Because I thought about sharing skills if the fractivists are coming.
What's
they can
their
teach
written
us.
English like? Yours is good, I imagine. Your written English.
Yeah,
but theirs not so good.
I'm not sure Mordecai reads a lot.
He does, doesn't he?
His grammar is altogether.
Yeah, his grammar is a bit.
Yeah, the grammar is altogether bad, so they will write it the same way at least.
I'll try and work something. And what about Petra's writing?
Same.
Also, yeah, I'll work something out. Yeah.
Just she has no.
Tell me what's going on.
Well, they breached their contract. They pushed the fences back down the bottom there, and whatever work they're going to do, they didn't want us to see.
Right.
So we called the police to get down here and to tell them the observers are down there that they breached their contract.
Okay,
and,
so this is at the back camp, yeah?
This is at the back camp, yeah.
So you're staying here to talk?
Until the police come. I mean, I directed them here, but I'm staying here to tell them this is the way in, so they can go in and have a look.
Okay, so I'll go around to the back camp then, yeah. Okay, thanks very much.
Okay, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Nick, you're always getting here just too late. Looks like we've won this one this morning. They're putting the fence back up.
They've decided to close this a bit off again, but they've still fly tipped all this rubbish of theirs onto our side, so we're gonna have to recycle this stuff.
So what were they trying to do? They're trying to break in? What's going on? Were they trying to break in?
They against made a cheaty cut into the forest. They came here, stopped them, said we call the police is coming, even the Barnet, even the Enfield police recorded our call, they knows us, and now they realized just made a fence for their territory, so they came to our territory, we stopped them, and I hope it's gonna stay as last time when they try it, and when the police arrived, they just went back. So this is hopefully they tried again. They push again. They push back until the decision of the judge. We are here, and they have to respect the judge, or I not have to. So, if I have to respect the judge, the managers as well, isn't it?
With all this, like it looks like they're helping us. Guys, these constitute like barricaded really loads of those things here, so if the boss is trying to take it down again, it's a long mission again. You're getting paid obviously by the hour, by the day. Brilliant little earner, this one. Yeah, brilliant little earner. Spend the day drinking down, putting down hot fences. Make it really, really...
Poi dammi com'è che sta akkor jön a dráma a csúcsal. Aspetta che io li... El kell indítani, és úgy lépésről lépésre hozzá. Pámmal nem kezdünk darabot. Azt persze, hogy visszakerül.
I used to have lots of summer
Okay. This is good. You can. Yeah.
Okay.
You can say it.
And upcoming. Yeah.
Why?
But they recorded everything. I told them they were important and we're going to use this as evidence. And they said, yeah, okay.
It's good.
Because they said, are they backing off now? I said, yeah, they're putting the fence up. Then, okay.
Yeah, but what about this? I thought we were going to get the...
What? Guys, don't worry.
Yeah. Hang on. Yo, Donny, before they close this up further, before they block the view with this white thing, why don't we put the tent so they see us right here?
That is another little victory that stacks up to
let's put the tent up there so while they can see it before they put this white thing over.
Guys, and it's not even 9 o'clock. Yeah.
And I think they will send someone just in case. Officially they're not sending anyone, but they will say like, oh, check them out, will you? Hello. Yeah, we recorded everything, but they're officially not coming. I wouldn't be surprised if they send someone over and check, but they said it's not enough for them to come, but they recorded everything.
This isn't secure enough. This could easily break before it needs loads more nuts and bolts.
happening now is we managed to push the fences back by reminding them that they are not supposed to jump through this fence. They cannot come into the tree protection area. And now they're putting the fences back. We call the police, but apparently it's not enough for them to come unless someone's bleeding or there's a court order. We are still in court and there's a court process, and we need to give the evidence and all everything we've got until Thursday. So this is perfect. In addition to our evidence, there's a police reference number. They said we can use it in court as evidence, and I'm pretty sure they did something illegal, otherwise why would they back off so quickly? So yeah,
or at least yes.
That kind of proves the thing over the reasoning. So we got the original fences back there, and I'm afraid we'll have to remove these ones, but we have to wait for the grannies because it's a bit more theatrical if the residents themselves come and show them that they cannot tolerate the breach of this perimeter where there's protected trees. Marked it green. Them doing any more damage. At least we don't know about any trees that they took down in the past year or two, since we've started going inside the compound and taking pictures there. So just another day. This is the first work day of the week. So if we remind them on Monday and how they're doing, then it's going to affect the whole week. I wouldn't be surprised if the police sent at least one car just to check on us, because officially they said that they cannot come because it's not enough for them. Bureaucracy rules. First Barnet police called me that it's not their territory, so it had to be relayed over to Enfield, and they called me as well. Yeah, you gotta love bureaucracy. But still we have the reference number and we're going to use it in court, and the fences are back, so I think today's objective is partly, most of it is done. We wanted them to correct this little breach that they caused on Friday. They moved them without us knowing it. They did it in silence because we didn't even hear any rattling. And they've started putting up this plastic sheet on the fence. And they did it last week. So that's it for today. No one's bleeding. We've been polite and professional. And that's the advice we got from the police last time, that until we remain professional, they're perfectly fine with us doing our job here. So, yep, that's it for today. Occupy everywhere, and direct action people resist.
Guys, let's not forget. Let's not forget though. They haven't taken all of these bits of fence that all around here that they've left in this section, and they haven't secured that like the rest of the fence that they took down. All these extra poles would make this much more secure. They've done a willy-nilly job and they've left this crap here still. Yeah, so we need to get them. We need to get them to take this crap out, or either we recycle it because they fly tip rubbish here, or we throw it back over their side here, because until all this metal crap here is thrown back there. Yeah,
once the grannies arrive, we'll start doing something here. That's good for now.
I phoned Janice and she's talking to Michael, and I spoke to Kim.
Someone's coming.
That was on as I was on my way here. This is the original tree protection.
That's the original.
This is it. This is it. Okay, let me have a look. Let me see. Let me get the camera. Tree protection area. Keep out. Town and Country Planning Act. Nobody's allowed in. And you stopped them coming in, yeah?
Wait, trees enclosed by this fence are protected by planning condition and the subjects of a tree preservation order contravention of a tree preservation order may lead to criminal prosecution. Any intrusion into the protected area must be with the right and permission of the project arboriculturist. And there is the contact landscape planning, so simple. There is the number we will call them. Definitely. It was the fence. It was in the fence, but they cover with the plastic so nobody can see it. Not us and not them. They cannot see it. They cover it inside, so when we show it, they will.
Thank you.
My English is not
This new protection fence that have been going on about so much. What's that about? Yeah. Yeah. This actually used to be over there. Yeah. Could be wandering on that side.
Yeah, when I got shopping.
Stay here. We need to figure out a little bit of a presence here.
All the day we have to keep a guardian at the back end when we see they are want to come in, but I don't expect. For the let's moving. If they want to do something, note it for them hours. So it's not red alarm, it's yellow alarm.
So you're going to the front.
Oh, it's by the way, it's an evil trick. But if we throw here everywhere, comes here, and if they want to work, make it harder.
Okay, I'm going to the front, see if the police turn up, and I'll be back.
Okay, see you later.
I was sure you
LMQ.
Yes.
To basically to
alienate for their rights, and when the people stand up, they go back. Up, stop. Everything all right?
What's going on?
No, it's just Boris. Boris! All right. Your machine at the petrol.